your head. Anyone? It's called a stick-up. This is one of the many jokes that my grandpa loves to tell just about anyone who will listen. He's a really special guy, and he'd do anything for the ones that he loves. He makes mistakes like every other person, but he's able to easily laugh them off. It's part of his personality. Let me tell you a little bit about his personality. He's got this really dry sense of humor, and most adults will just kind of roll their eyes at it, but little kids find it hysterical. My little cousins Zach and Maggie adore the guy, and they'll laugh at pretty much anything he says. My grandma's always telling me not to egg him on because she doesn't find it as funny, but it's pretty funny to us. He also likes to tease people. It's just his way of saying, I like you. He teases constantly. He also likes to get inside your head and mess with you, like if you're competing. Mini golf, pool, he'll get inside your head and say, oh, you should try to do that, just to screw with you. One of the really good things about his personality, though, is he takes care of the ones he loves and those that are in need. He currently drives a bus for old and disabled people. He does it twice a week, and he's retired. Also, when my family goes back to visit, he'll go and drive one way 45 minutes to pick up his mom so that she can see us, since she can't drive anymore. When you have a great personality like that, there's a lot of good memories that come along with it. I remember once, a couple years ago, I spent a week with him in Ohio, just the two of us. We'd wake up early in the morning, go out and get breakfast, and go over to my uncle's house and go swimming, play pool and mini golf, and we just had a blast. I'll never forget that trip. My family also goes to Florida a lot with him. We used to go every year when we lived in Ohio. And I remember one year, I woke up at 4 in the morning to my uncle singing a song. I didn't think anything of it, so went back to bed. The next morning when I woke up, my aunt showed me this video of the song that my uncles were singing, and it was ZZ Top. And instead of singing Every Girl's Crazy About a Sharp-Dressed Man, they put my grandpa's name in there to make it Every Girl's Crazy About Gary Hildebrand. And we still sing it like that to this day. It just doesn't go away. With those memories, I've learned a lot of life lessons too. I used to get emails from my grandpa, and he'd just have one quote. And the one that stands out most to me is, I cannot stop from growing old, but I refuse to grow up. That was all that he said. And that means that he can't stop from growing old. He's got to, but he doesn't have to act like an adult. And he usually doesn't. He's a little kid at heart, which is just great. I also got another one a couple days after that says, I am what I am. My grandpa knows that he wasn't the smartest kid in school, and he didn't have like the most fancy job growing up, but he did what made him happy, and he's happy with who he is. And I'm really happy about that. I'm really proud of him. He's a really great guy, and he's always there for me whenever I need it, and he will help me with anything. If I told him I needed to see him tomorrow, he would drive the 14 hours, one way, just to come and see me. He's not perfect, but it's the little imperfections that make him so special and a huge influence.